Hello, this is Anna of Transformative Destinations. And today I will be offering a light language transmission. I am sitting here gazing at this amazing full moon in September 2018. It is radiant and emanating this beautiful power that comes from doing this work, which I call the path of depth. I work with a collective of light beings that I call the Black Madonna Collective, and these are goddess beings of light and who are here to assist us in the expansion of consciousness in our times. And much of this work has to do with the transformation of the divine feminine and restoring the experience of the divine in our daily lives, and integrating that with more masculine qualities that also serve us, these qualities of focus and determination and courage and clarity that give structure in our human lives. And so we want to infuse all of that's working with this divine feminine, this power, this inner power, the power of consciousness and awareness. Too many times we're so busy in our lives that it really takes an effort to go inside and just become aware of our ways of thinking, our perspectives, and kind of review and purify what it is that our ways of being and thinking as we grow and change in our lives. One of the very important shifts of consciousness that our planet is going through is the transformation of the victim mentality. And this attitude, I guess you could call it an attitude, that this feeling of being victimized and not seeing our own part in the creation of these power imbalances. It's just easier to see ourselves as being victimized as opposed to seeing our part in creating a situation. And yes, there are certain events that happen that are painful, that it's not to say that we are to blame in any way for things that maybe occurred in our childhood that we had no control over. But we are in charge of our healing process. We do have the power to choose healing and transformation. We have the power to choose how we respond to these events. Some of the most painful experiences of my life have led to so much grace, so much clarity, so much more awareness of my strength and my own power. And so these shadow experiences, these dark experiences, they bring richness into our life. They bring depth. I always love to, I'm an artist and an art historian, and the beauty of a work of art, of a drawing, what brings depth to a drawing is the shadow, is the contrast between light and dark, and they work together. There's no banishing the darkness out of our life. The light illuminates the shadow, and the shadow brings form and depth into our experiences. So they work together. It's a dance and it's an integration. And so too many times we become polarized. We see what's wrong and what other people are doing wrong outside of ourselves, and we become fixated on other people's behavior. And that is happening so strongly in our culture right now. Everything is directing us to looking outside ourselves to see who is doing what wrong that is bringing discomfort into our lives. And in many ways, we are creating so much discord inside ourselves from this pattern of looking for the perpetrator, looking for the identifying with the victim, and we need to see our part in this cycle of disempowerment, that we are the victim at times, but we are also the perpetrator at times. And then there's always the rescuer, the one that comes in and the savior. And as we become aware that we are all three of these roles, and that we are shifting in and out of these roles all the time, as we become more aware, we are able to uplift ourselves out of these patterns and come into empowerment and become the creators in our own lives. We become aware that we have choices, that there is always a choice to choose empowerment. So I'm going to offer this light language transmission that is meant to assist us, to uplift us into an energy stream that is more beneficial, that is empowering. And the transmission comes through sound. And I also will mention different colors and number codes. And all of these elements are different facets of light and are meant to illuminate the shadow and bring forth the integration of the dark and the light, and to move us, to uplift us into energy streams that we may not have had access to before. So it's and again, it's always a choice, but the transmission comes through sound. And so, we don't really try and figure out what it means with our mind. It's just a vibration. It's a vibration that we can match. And so it's also an experience. So let's just get started, and you can experience it for yourself. So take a deep breath. And we're calling forth the divine presence within each of us. And bring your attention to that place inside of you where you connect to the divine presence within. It can be your heart area or your abdominal area, whatever is right for you. And just be aware of your connection to the center of the earth. And we are connecting to the ascended earth, the 5D crystalline grid. And see that connection from the root chakra, a line of energy, all the way down into the center of the earth. And just feel your body relax into this grounding. And breathe. Horoshwaini sinisini kishinisko sorokosun kushono kwarakini shikitiskir korokwa. Korochini kinesid korwana kini shinikesir kosu korwaniki 252525 444. awakened love. Horoai ni shinisiko soroko shinikushikorwa. Kinikini kishikara sukuruko soroko sorwa. Sorwani shinisiniki shinikasokoro sonoshikoro. And I'm seeing the goddess Sekhmet. And her message for us is that of patience, to be patient with ourselves, to be kind to ourselves. We are going through a very big shift. So if your body feels like you need rest, that you need to disconnect from stress, to really, really take care of yourself as we go through this transformation. If the news media becomes too overwhelming, because we are being fed certain information that is really meant to incite us emotionally. So be aware. And it is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to cleanse. She's calling it getting your buttons pushed. Enjoy it. That when you get your buttons pushed, it's a way to say, awesome, this is now cleansing, and allow it. Do not engage. Do not attach. So for example, so I'm going to give a very concrete example. If you're watching TV and you see a senator or the president saying something that is very triggering, that it's just completely repulsive, and you're just completely appalled. It is a fantastic opportunity to allow that feeling, that disgust to come up to the surface, because that is a projection. It is not that person. It is an energy that is in, this is the tricky part. It is not that person on the outside. It's an energy that is inside of me that is coming up into consciousness. And once we figure that out and learn how to transform that, it is amazing that people outside ourselves can act however they want, however they have a right to behave, and it does not bother us. It is, that trigger, that emotional reaction is an unhealed vibration that is coming up to the surface for healing. So it is actually a wonderful tool to use triggers in any situation as a way to transform. So she's going to teach us how to do that. So the first thing that needs to be done is to focus on the feeling, to disconnect from this person or the story. Focus on the feeling, the energy of the feeling. One of the ways that supports us in doing that is also to feel a texture, some kind of texture, to see that feeling as a form, a color. So that's going to assist in disconnecting from the story, because what we want is to get to the feeling. Because if it's not this person, it comes up with another person. If it doesn't come up with, if it's not, for example, if it's not a family member, then later it'll come up with your boss. And we'll notice as we become more aware, it's the same feeling. Okay? So that tells us it's not the story, it's not the person. It's a feeling, it's a like an energy that is inside of us, a vibration. that is unconscious, and that because it is unconscious, it attracts experiences to bring it into awareness. And once we get that, life completely changes, because we're no longer reacting. We are making choices. So take a deep breath. That is a lot to unpack. So let's just allow that information to just kind of sink in. She's saying that this is the key to empowerment. And I'm seeing a very bright turquoise blue coming forth. So just allow that energy of turquoise blue to be absorbed into your system. 999, 999, 12, 12, 111. The visionary heart, and coming into alignment with your own divine source within, dissolving any kind of belief in hierarchies, power over, power under structures, and just allowing the experiences of those structures where we felt that we were disempowered, where we felt the power over, power under dynamic. We're allowing that to dissolve back into the oneness. If you choose, it is your choice to allow thought patterns and energy structures of power over, power under are dissolving back into the oneness. And we choose sovereignty, and that we are all equal, that we all have our role and we all have our mission in this incarnation. Doesn't mean that we're all the same. Doesn't mean that we all have the same opportunities, the same money, the same talents, the same, that we all look the same. It doesn't mean we're the same. It means that we are equal, and that everyone has their place, everyone has their purpose, everyone has value. Hareni shinisino sorowanaki nishiki siko sorowanaki. Halene shani shinisino korosorko. Korowanaka niki nishiniki sikorosono koshora. Korowanana nini shinawanana korowana. This energy stream is for the revolution in relationships, that we meet each other divine to divine. Horowaini shinisiki sikoroshono kosorowanaki. Holowaini chiniki sirikishiki. Kurukoronoa. Kurona. Kurwana nishini sikiniskoroswanamanaka. Sorkwana shinakorowaniki. And calling forth the Venus light. Opulent bliss. Horowaini shinisikoro sonoko shinoko sonowanaki shinikisi kisi kasorowanaki niki shinikisi korowaniki. Horowaini shinisiko sorowanaka. Bliss is a vibration. It's not a result of an action. It's not we take action and then we have bliss. We make changes and then we have bliss. No, bliss is a choice and it's a vibration that we allow. In whatever circumstance, we're in, we can experience bliss if we choose it. So let's choose bliss. I choose bliss. Horowai ni shini sokoro wa naki. Shini shi soro wa na hini shi. And I'm seeing the goddess Hathor and the vibration of gold. The golden light is being absorbed by our systems in this now moment as we make this choice. I choose support. I choose bliss. Horowai ni shini sokoro wa naki. Shorowai ni shini siki sokoro wa naki. Kaleshwa ni si korowai ni kana sini kishi korowai ni ki. Just allow yourself to absorb these frequencies and these high vibrations. Thought patterns that no longer serve us are going dormant and are being included back into the oneness. And energy streams that support and nourish us, we now have access to. The goddess says she is willing to receive anything that no longer serves. She loves to receive. And she sees our joy, our bliss, our pain, our suffering, everything. She loves it all, and she receives everything. She loves to receive, our Divine Mother. So just allow her to absorb. Just give to her anything that's frustrating for you. You can just offer it to her, and she just receives it so graciously. And then just breathe her in. Just breathe the Divine Mother into your, that nourishment, the divine nourishment into your system, into your heart. Just feel that love and support and nourishment inside of you. She says we are all worthy of this love. It does not come to us by doing anything. It comes through grace, and it is our birthright to experience it. Horowai ni shinisika sorowai naki. Horowai ni shiki siki sikowai kiniki. Kalekwani kini kisur korowani ki. And you can connect with her at any moment throughout your day. And specifically ask her, Mother, I call on you. May I experience you, this divine nourishment, this equality, this experience of the divine inside of myself. I want to have this experience in my daily life. I choose to experience support and all the divine qualities. And calling forth the rainbow ray. Just see the rainbow colors. You're surrounded by this is called the ray of wholeness. All of the colors of the rainbow being absorbed by your system. And I'm offering the Divine Mother our gratitude for assisting us and in this transformation, this global transformation of consciousness that we're experiencing. And we are asking for grounding, to feel connected, to feel secure as we go through times that are very vulnerable. And we go through these shifts that can be very scary and very emotional. And so that my prayer is that we remember that we're supported and that we reach out for that support throughout our day. Because the divinity inside of us, that is the truth. Our divine birthright to experience happiness and love and abundance in all areas of our life, that is the truth. To experience love, that is the truth. Thank you so much for joining me today for this love transmission. This is Anna at Transformative Destinations. If you would like more information or if you would like to schedule a private session, you may contact me at anna@transformativedestinations.com. Have a wonderful and blessed day.